Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, Vishal, sir.
Good evening, guys. So yesterday we have seen some of the introductory part. Yeah. So let me share my screen. Okay. So yes. You know. So yesterday we have seen what is the AI. Okay. What is the Gen AI? How it will what is the difference between Gen AI and an agentic AI? All right. So introduction we already taken. Now little bit we will take a knowledge about the Python. Okay, whatever the Python is required for the GenAI application, we require whatever the we required, we will see in short. Okay, so yep. So, so in Python we have to study at least some basic points. Okay, so most of the people are scared about the coding and all other things, but trust me, if you do it means in initial part, if you properly pay attention, then you will feel that Python is not that much difficult, whatever you have means you have a image in your mind. Okay, so let's start it. So in the Python, the first concept is variable. Okay, now in the Python, variable means you can, so means the variable, who is the variable? So variable is nothing but a container. Yes, suppose you have a value for the 10 and you want to store this to store this value. So how you can store this? So for storing some value, some data, you require some variable. Okay, you can give any name. Suppose I am taking a x as a variable and 10. Now the if you see the name is variable. So if these first four letters vary means the the value of the variable can be changed. Value can be changed. That is the variable. Okay, means once you define the value, it can be changed later on. So if you later on store x equal to 20, then yes. So how this happening in the memory? So when you say first x equal to 10, it means in the memory location the x variable will be created. Actually, the memory location will be created for this value 10, and then the variable is x is pointing to this memory location, or we can say the value. Okay, but when you say x equal to 20, then your previous value will be deleted and new value will be written over to the that id. Okay, so that is your x equal to 20. If you say y equal to 20, then it will not create a separate variable at the back end. Okay, so what happened when you say y equal to 20, the new variable name has been assigned to this memory location. Okay, this is the variable. So, yeah. So if you want to change a variable, the value of the variable, you can do that anytime. Now, second point is that the data types. Okay, this is something basic, guys. Okay, before going to development of the GenAI application, you should know some basic about the Python. So, what are the data types we have in the Python? So, integer. Okay, integer, string, float. Then you can say. So first we will see about these three. Okay, because these three data types we require date in day-to-day tasks. Integer means what? Integer means it is a numerical value. Okay, so whenever you require to store some numerical value, you want to take a integer as your data type. Then later on string. String means string. String means you can store the alphabets as well as special characters in the string. So string you can define in between single quotes. Okay. You can also declare the string by using double quote. You can also declare the string by using triple quote. Okay. Now you will say, sir, why we require three? Okay. So because see, the first string, this one, single single quotes. We require this when we have to write down some alphabets like x equal to, suppose here you are writing Pune, or we can say India. So when you are writing Pune, it means if you see this is your single quotes, it means how you will identify this is string or integer or something. So if you see this is the alphabets and you have written under the single quote, it means this is a string. But if you want to write some sentence, okay, if you want to write some sentence, so how you can do? Suppose I want to write about some sentence like line equal to that I want to learn data science. So when you want to write certain words as a line, okay, so you can use double quotes. Okay, these are double quotes. Now triple quotes. When we need to use triple quotes, when suppose you want to give some description. Suppose some description you want to provide that India is our country, that you want to write down some statement about India, then you can write some paragraph information or some 3 4 line information. That time you can use triple quotes. Okay, so triple quotes. So this type of string we also call as doc string. Okay, doc string means you can also store some description in the paragraph. Okay, so this is about the data type. Then float, you know, right? Float means decimal. Okay, float value means what? Suppose if you write down x equal to 20.35. 20.35 means if you see after decimal, you will get some numbers here. So whenever you will see such types of figure, it means it has a data type as a float. Okay, so this is something about the data types. Okay, this is just basic, guys. Okay, now we also this is the data type. Then we need to learn about some decision control statement. Now, what is the decision control statement? Right? Decision control means suppose you want to do some take some decision, right? Suppose in short, I will give you one example. There are three types of decision control. First, we will see that, and then I will give you explain about all these things. First decision control statement is if statement. then if else, and then third, if elif else. Yes, guys, please pay attention here because today is very interesting session. At the last, we are going to develop one machine learning model. Okay, that you will get a feeling that yes, we are doing something in the data science. Okay, it is very easy, and I will tell you how to create a machine learning model. Okay, so let's do that. So, and by the way, this concept we are using in the machine learning model, not this, but NumPy and Pandas library, we are going to use that. So let's focus here. Now, decision control statement means if statement. In this statement, when we are using if statement, if there is only one condition, that time we are using if statement. When we are using if else statement, when we have more than one condition, which we can say when we have two conditions, either or, either this or this, like that. So if else, if this is here mod 4 equal to 0, then print what? It is a leap year. Else, else print it is not a leap year. Okay. So this is the if else. Means when you have two conditions, then we need to use if else. Suppose you have more than two conditions, at that time you will leave if else. So what are the use cases? How we can use if else? Suppose there is a marks. Okay. On the basis of marks, we want to provide a grade. Suppose if your marks, if marks is less than 40, print what? Fail. Yes. Then if marks is less than 60, then what? Print C grade. Like that. If. So you can put up the number of condition under the if else statement. So this is all about the decision control. Yes. So we will see some examples here, some basic. So by the way, for writing a Python code, okay, for writing a Python code, for the new joiners or who are the beginners for the data science, I just want to tell you that we can use Jupyter Notebook or we can use Visual Studio Code, VS Code, or you can use PyCharm, or you can use Google Colab. Okay, these four mostly people are using to write a Python coding. Okay, but for GenAI development application, we are using this one. This is very important. Okay, Jupyter we are using for the basic Python. Okay, but at the time of VS Code, if you see at the last session, we will use this VS Code and we will develop the application for the GenAI. Okay, so now Google is a cloud. This is a cloud Python interpreter. How we can use? If you go to the, so you no need to install anything here. So just open the Google. Okay, and here if you write down that collab. So just open it and here new notebook. Okay, new notebook. Just click it. But for the Google, if you need to log in it first, sign in your Gmail ID. So once you do that, you will see that these notebooks will be created. Now here, this is totally free. You don't need to pay anything. Okay. So here you can write a code. Okay. So I am starting with this. Okay. A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C equal to A plus B, print. Okay. At the initial level, it will take some time, but I will show you how to. So how to execute this code by Python, sorry, by keyboard, you can use Shift plus Enter. This is a shortcut. If you press Shift plus Enter after this code, you can simply, you will get a result. Okay. You can also execute from this play button. Same thing in the Jupyter. Here, equal to 20. So A plus B, A plus B, and C. Here you can use print or without print also you will get result. But what is the difference between without print and print? Suppose here instead of writing only result, I want to print a value for A and B also. Now if you see, you will get only last line output you can see, but you will not get output for A and B. How you can get that? You can get that by using print. Okay, print A, print B, and print C. Now see, you will get output for A, B, C. How to execute? Shift plus enter. Okay. So this is something basic code. A equal to 10 means A is a variable and 10 is a value. So 10 value has been assigned to the A, 20 value is assigned to the B, and in C you can see the addition of the A and B has been stored into the C variable, and later on you can print it, so you will get total. A plus B is 10 plus 20 is 30, so you can see the value. Now, if else, okay, suppose you want to find out the year. Now, I can say that 2014, it is a year. Now, I want to find out, is it a leap year or not leap year? So, there is a condition, if we divide this year by 4 and you will get a reminder 0, it means it is a leap year. So, you can do that. So, it means now you want to take what? Decision, right? How to take a decision? You need to, you will get, you have how many condition? Two condition, right? Okay, let me explain you this, then you will understand. Okay, now suppose leap year. Okay, this is the year 2014. Okay, you can take any. Randomly I have taken 2014. What is my logic here? If this 2014, okay, if this 2014, if I divide by 4 and I will get a reminder 0, it means this is a leap year. So check it. 4 5 are 20. Okay, then 1 is there, then 0, then 4 again. So 4 3 are 1. And what is the reminder? 2. 2 is your what? This is your reminder. This is your question. This is your reminder. Now check it. If year mod, how you will get a reminder? This is operator mod. If year mod 4 equal to means this is a comparison operator. It is what? 0. Then what? If means suppose this is a diagram. Okay. This is a year. Now it will go to the below. we will check here. Okay, I am just drawing a flow chart. Now this is a condition. Now if your year mod 4 equal to what? 0. If it is true, then what? It is a print leap year. This is the logic, right? If it is S. If no, if it is not, then what? Print not leap year. So same thing. This visualization I want to apply in our code. How we can do that? So let me show you. Yes. If your year mod 4 equal to what? Sorry, equal to 0. Then what? Print EPL. I'm making shortcut. Else. Okay. Else print not a leap. Okay. Check it. See, this is not a leap year. Let's change the value. Suppose I'm taking 2020. Now check, it is a 2020 means last two digits is divisible by 4. So yes, it is a leap year. See, it is a leap year. So you can use if else statement for this. Now the next topic is same thing you can do for the if and else. Okay. So so same thing we need to learn. So in the basic Python, loop is also there. So in Python, what you are doing, guys, is this loop. In loop, there are two loops in the Python. Okay. What are the two loops? First one is your for loop. Guys, don't do that. Okay. If next time I will remove loop. There are two types of loops. First one is a for loop and second is a while loop. Okay. Now in for loop, especially we have a function that is a range function. We are using in the range function. Okay. In the range function, why we require the range function? Range function is basically will get a some values. Means if I write down here, it is what is the syntax for a range function? So first value, this is the start value. This is your end value -1, and this is the increment and decrement by. It means suppose if I write down here for I in range, and here if I write down suppose start value is my 1, if I put down 10, and here incremental by what? 1. Okay, and print I. So here if I write down this, so what happened? For means it is looping, it is a iteration. What is meant by loop? Iteration. Okay, it will goes under the iteration and it will start the value of I. So in the first iteration, what is the start value of I is your 1. So in the output, you will see first value is 1. Then next iteration, this is 1. 1 means increment by 1. 1 will increment by 1 means 2, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Like this, it will goes up to the what? 9. Like this, it will goes up to the 9. It will not go till end. 10. Why? Because it is always end minus 1, end value minus 1. Okay, this is your looping. This is how in Python loops are working. Okay, in while loop, we need to take care that you first step you need to initialize your variable. Okay, but in for range you no need to uh, what we can say, you no need to define your variable. Okay, here you have to initialize it 0, 1, whatever you require. Okay, then I less than 10. Here you need to put up the condition and then print I and I equal to I plus 1. Means for the same code, for this 4-line code, I can write it into the 2-line by using for loop. This same code I have written in using while loop. So this is the loop. Loop is nothing but the iteration. Okay. So this is all about the loops. Now there is another important topic in basic Python is the function. Okay. Now what is the function? So function we are required to get return something. Function always what it will do? It is always return something. Means here if you use some functions. So now I will tell you. See, type is also one function. Okay. Now suppose I am taking one variable x equal to 10. I want to check what is the data type for x. So simply write down type of x. See, it is an integer. So type is also function. Print is also function, but this is the system defined function. System defined means what? These functions are designed by system developer. Okay, whoever this Jupyter notebook has been developed, they have developed these functions. If you see, I never designed this type function or print function. I'm just using it. Okay, so this function has been stored into the libraries in the Python, and we can simply use it whenever we require. So this is the use of Python. So if you see the string, I will take one more example. Suppose I have like this Pune s equal to Pune. Okay. Now I want to make it in smaller case. Yes dot lower. This is also function. Now check s equal to Pune. This is in capital letter. Now I want in lower case. So I am simply use a lower function. So what lower function will do? It is simply convert from capital to small. Okay. Now suppose I don't want the all in small. I just want first letter in capital, rest all in small. So in that I can simply use capitalize. See, first letter is capital, rest all is in small. Same thing, suppose I am taking one variable that x equal to 100, let me do something, 100 and suppose here I am writing j. Okay, I want to check is this means numerical or not. So x is numerical. So it's false. Why false? Because it has numbers as well as string. But if you remove the string, it will give the output as a true. See, is numeric means. So like that, in Python, we have lots of functions. Okay, these are the basically string functions. In the string, it is a special topic, guys. So we will see the lots of function under the string. Okay. So this is all about the system design function. Now, how we can develop our own function? Suppose if you want to develop some customized function. Okay. Suppose you want to develop some addition. You want to take means develop one program. Okay, and you want to write a function for addition of two numbers. Okay. So how you can do that? First, simply take as a equal to, suppose you want to develop a function. How you can do? By using tape. Okay. Now you can use 10, sorry, add function, and here you can take a and b two variable. Now z equal to a plus b, and then return what z. Okay. Now your function has created. This is your function definition. Okay, you have already declared the function. This is your function definition part. Now, if you see here, how I can use it, just provide the numbers. Add of 10, comma 20. See, 30. You can change the value. If you want 15 plus 20, see, 35. So this is how you can develop your own functions. Okay, this is about the functions. Now, then we need to also see about some and data structures. Okay, so data structures means what? Suppose uh first we will see about the NumPy array. Okay, NumPy is very powerful library, and there is something in something very interesting concept here. I will show you. Suppose I want to use a NumPy library, NumPy library. So before the usage for the NumPy library, I want to import it every time. Import NumPy. Without this, you cannot use the NumPy library. Okay, import NumPy as a NP. You can directly write down NumPy, that is also fine. But I want to use NumPy everywhere, so I am making it short as NP. Okay, now let's see. Suppose NumPy is what, but basically NumPy is a very powerful library where we can get a powerful multiplication or numerical arithmetic operations. By using NumPy library, we can do complicated mathematical operations. If you have huge data set and you want to do some arithmetic operations on that data, that time you can use NumPy. Okay, so it's basically NumPy we are using to perform some operation on the numbers, numericals, integers. Okay, so now suppose import NumPy as a NP. Suppose how I NumPy is array, by the way. Okay, so suppose NP dot array. I have written 10, comma 20, comma 30, comma. Okay, and I'm storing it into the A. Now see if I down here. So it is a 10, 20, 34. I want to access a first number of array. Okay, so you can take A equal to A of 0. Yes, some more interesting concept we are going to see in the NumPy. Okay, there are lots of concepts we need to learn in NumPy, but see, we have some time constraint for the Python, so we are going to just taking some short overview for each concept. Okay, what we required in GenAI, I'm just giving you some little knowledge about this. Now let's see what we are going to learn. Okay, so I have an image. Okay, I have one image, and what I want to, I have an image, okay, and I want to make it crop. Okay, there is one image. I want to make it crop by using NumPy. How we can do that? So you will see now. Please pay attention here. Suppose I want to read the file. First we want to read the file. How we can read the file? Okay, so let's check it now. Import. First, I need to import library. Import skimage dot io as okay. Now, what is the skimage? This is a library, guys. Okay, skimage is a library. Let's do that. Io dot okay. Io dot when we need to read the file, we can read the file. So by the way, what is the file name here? Suppose I just want to copy it. Just read. Copy, Control C, just putting here. Dot jp. Yes. Now a equal to what? IO dot I am read. Okay. Now check it. Now see, you will see some multi-dimensional array here. Okay. What is this array? This array is related to your image. Means if you see in, let me open that image. This image is 400. What is the size for this? Means it is a 600 pixel by 400. Means it this image are made up with different pixels, right? So wherever you will see the more highlight means brightness, you will see this picture is made up of what? Pixels. So this is nothing but a pixels. Okay, these all are the dimensional, you can say multi-dimensional array. This is the pixel only. Okay, but I want to make it in as gray is equal to, suppose I'm making it 2. As gray means what? Your file will be what? In gray color, not in color image. Okay, if you want to color, you can make it false. Okay, now the next step, that IO dot image, IO dot I am sure. I'm sure. Okay, and then you can see, first we will see the image first. Okay, now see what I did. Whatever here I have written as gray equal to true, it means this image is looking as a gray color. If you want in color, different color, you can take it as false. Okay, so if I write down here false, see now this image is in color. Okay, so this is, you can take whatever as per the requirement. So right now I'm taking as a gray color. See, it is a gray. Okay, now suppose I want to crop this image. How, what is the image? I want to crop it from 200 to 400 and what, 300 to 150. Okay, so now instead of A, I can simply make it what? Here I am simply writing down my that range. What is the range? That 200 to 400, right? So x-axis is 200 to 400. Yes. So this is my first x-axis. Then what is the y-axis? 100. Okay. What is the x-axis? Suppose okay, 100 to 250, or we can say 300. Let's see. See now, your image has been cropped. Okay, you can change it. Okay, this is, I'm just giving you for the example. Okay, you can make a cropping by using NumPy. Yes, so by using NumPy, it is very interesting topic, guys. So you can do the change in your suppose if you want to make you want to cut your voice clip, you can do by using NumPy. You want to edit some video, you can do by using NumPy, but you need to use some libraries. For the images, I'm using this skimage.io. You need to use such types of library. Okay, this is just I'm giving you example. Okay, this is a NumPy. Now, very important library which we require for the this machine learning algorithm, or we can say Gen AI application development. So we require the Pandas library. Okay, so how we can do that? So for that we need to import Panda as PD. Okay, so in Pandas we require two major concept here. First one is a series, and second one is your what? First one is your series, second one is your data frames. Okay. So how we can simply how we can get how we can read the file. So in Pandas, by using Pandas, we can read the file and we can store it into the data frames. Now, what is the series and what is the data frame? Series is simply one dimensional array. So it is a one dimensional array, you can say. So I will tell you what is the array. Am I audible? Yes, please. Guys, am I audible? Okay, thank you. So what is the series? Series is a one dimensional, and what is the data frame? Data frames are the multi-dimensional. Now what is meant by dimensional? Just now I have shown you right here. Uh, Let me add one more cell here. Okay, if I write down IO dot I am show of A, not A actually. Hmm, so I don't want to show the images. I want to see this A. So whatever he now you will see there are the multiple dimension. Multiple dimension means if you see how many list are how many square brackets here at the start and end. So two, right? So it means it is a two dimension. If it has a three square bracket, it means it has a three dimension. So we can say more than one dimension means multi-dimension. So multi-dimensional data, if you want to read by using Panda, how you can do that? So you can use df equal to pd dot read. Now, how to read the file by using Panda? So these all are the formats. These all are the formats which you can read the file. Okay, read underscore CSV, read underscore Excel, read underscore feather, FWF. So these all are the types of the files which you can read. So now my file is what? CSV file. Okay, and I want to read this file. So how we can do that? So let me show you something. So first, I can simply in this file. Suppose I want to read any file, I can say. Suppose I want to take a file. Salary. Okay. I'm just copying this file and I need to copy the entire path by the way. See? Now what I did in this step, I have simply read my CSV file from my computer. So this is the path of your file. Okay. And this is the name of your file. Okay. And once you read this file, you have stored it into DF. DF means data field. You can say, you can give any name, that is the name, variable name of it. So let's do that. Okay. DF means now that whatever the file data, so let's check it. What is the data here? So let me open that. See, this is the data for years of experience and salary. Okay. There are two columns, years of experience and salary. So this is a multi-dimensional because it has the two columns. Okay. So let's check it. Df dot head. Okay. See, I have used only head means you will get first 5 rows. So see years of experience and salary. Then you will say, sir, why 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is there? So this is the system defined indexes. Okay. So whenever you read the data, you will get the system defined indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. TF dot 8. Okay. Now this is the data related to what? Your experience, and on the basis of experience, the salary has given. Okay. Now there is this is about the, so in this pandas we can do multiple operation. Just like if you see I have read the data from the file. Okay. Here you can also use, suppose if some values are missing in your data. Okay. Suppose this is blank. Okay. Now there is a value, but just suppose there is no value and it is something null value. There is no value there. So we can fill this n null value, okay, by using fill NA. Okay. There are some strategies also there, but we can use by using Panda. We can perform some more operation on the data side. Okay. This is all about the Pandas. Now we can also perform, we can also develop the graphs. We can also do some graphs and show the data in the graphical form. How we can do that? So for that, you need to import the library is import matplotlib dot pyplot as PLD. Okay. This is your library name, matplotlib.pyplot. Now, suppose you are simply defining x and y. Suppose x you have value at 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. Okay. And suppose y you have values that 10, comma 20, comma 30, comma. Okay. So you have x and y, two data set. And how you can do that? Simple. You can simply use TLT dot plot x comma y. Now, when you say x comma y, this is your input. Okay. You need to provide the input. And now, when you say C equal to red, means which color you want to show. Okay. For the line. See. So this is your C 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your x value, x axis values. This is y axis value. So red. You can do it, change any color here. It is on. Okay. So such type changes you can do. Okay. Now, suppose you want to make suppose I'm taking some change, making some changes in the data. Suppose 3, comma 4, comma 1, comma 5, comma 2. Let's do that, how it will looks like. Okay, something like this. Okay. Now I want to see these these dots. Okay. So how we can see that? So we can use a marker. Okay. Suppose if you write down here, comma, marker equal to, suppose you are saying, oh, see, you will see the dot. Okay. Now you want to increase the size of marker size. Okay. So there is one more parameter, marker size equal to what? Suppose marker size I'm taking little, suppose 10. See, it has been increased. This these points. Okay. So these are something you can do by using the Python. So by using Python, you can uh, develop, you can create a variable, you can write down some codes, you can show the data graphically. So all these things we can do. There is one more thing, I think, but due to time constraint, the machine learning model we haven't developed. But tomorrow we are going to develop one machine learning model, that is linear regression or logistic regression. Any model we can do that tomorrow. But guys, please fill your attendance form. So tomorrow we are going to learn about the linear regression. Okay. Sure, Mahirish. So tomorrow I'm going to show you how to create by using this Python, how to create some machine learning model. It is very easy. To be honest, I will require only 5 minutes. Within a 5 minutes, I will tell you how to create a machine learning model. Very, very interesting concept tomorrow. Please uh, put up your attendance here. Okay. And if you have any doubt, please put up in your chat box. That's it for tomorrow. That's it for today. Sorry. By the way, tomorrow we don't have any session. From Monday, we are going to continue. Okay. Yeah. Please fill the attendance form, guys. Can you please now the okay, it's already done. Notes, yes. Notes I will share you. Whatever the code I have written, I will share with you. Okay. Yes, I will share it. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Otherwise, you can leave. Please fill the attendance form, guys. How to install Jupyter. See, so Soundarya, you need to install the Anaconda distribution. So when you install the Anaconda distribution, you just go to the Google, just write down here Anaconda distribution. Once you download the Anaconda distribution.exe file, you need to just install it. Automatically, Jupyter Notebook will be installed in with the packages, that is Anaconda distribution. Okay. Hey, thank you, Ashok. Guys, please attend, fill your attendance form. Tomorrow we are going to, sorry, on Monday we are going to uh, see that how machine learning model is developing. We are going to develop a machine learning model. Okay. How to draw curve graph. So we can totally depend on your data points. Right now, if you see, I have taken any randomly data points and it is coming as a first. If you see, there is a straight line. Then we are getting something like the stock price, like that graph, right? Then if you want to make a curve graph, you can use sine or cos functions. Then you will get curve graph. Can you please tell me notes and want to tell you use to Jupyter Notebook, write a coding? Okay, tomorrow we will, on Monday session, I will tell you something about Jupyter first. Yeah, tomorrow is a holiday. How to draw a bar graph. I already told Akash. So you need to import the library matplotlib.pyplot and you can draw your one. Sir, for machine learning, which application we have to install? No, no, we are going to develop our machine learning algo in Jupyter only. You can also do in your what our Colab, Google Colab. Thanks, Ramanna. Yes, Visual Code is also good. So please send the attendance link. Yes, yes. Guys, don't do such stupid thing. Next time I will block you. You will not able to attend if you are doing such stupid thing. Yes, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Sandhya. Thank you, Vikas. Okay, thank you very much. Attendance form is already. Thanks, Rahul. How to build app? Yes, once we are going to see this thing because today we have seen some basic. Okay, let me do one thing. Right. Thank you very much, Raman. Yeah. Okay. I think attendance form is already shared. Please fill that attendance form. Okay. We will connect on Monday, same time. I'm working. Is this valuable for me to learn GenAI? Of course, Yogi. Without GenAI, you will not survive in IT industry. So it is very important to learn these things. Otherwise, it is difficult to survive. After 3 years, you will see that no one will survive without AI skill set. Everyone want to learn the AI. So definitely it will helpful for your existing as well as if you want to switch, that will help. Okay, guys. So thank you for your suggestion and your remarks. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, we will connect. Happy weekend. We will connect on Monday at 8.